Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of this power bank from Mosila. This is a really nice looking thing, and it seems to be very powerful. It's supposed to have 26,800 milliamps of charge, and we will check on that. Definitely we'll be able to see if it's possible that it has so much power. I'm unboxing it now and I will let you know how it does at the moment. Here we have the description. The really nice thing is that it has a lot of plugs, a lot of outlets, input, output. Here we see the description, 26,800 milliamps. That's a really bold statement, and it has even a light. And of course it's not the smallest power bank, but when we are talking about 26,800 milliamps, of course, it cannot be really small. So that's my hand. I'm going to show you a little bit better and try to focus. That's my hand here, so you can see. That's about 22 centimeters. You have to convert that in inch if you like that. By the way, here we have also more description, maybe even website and support. Here you have more information about that. Congrats. Do we get more stuff here inside? Let's check on that. We get even a small micro USB charging cable. So that's it here. We can press on that, and we get the light. We have even a flashlight. So it looks like we have different modes. Probably we have to, just double click and we have the steady light. Once more we get the blinking light, and once more it is off. That's good so far. Nice button, nothing to complain about that. It is not the slimmest thing, as you can see. These are my fingers. This is the power bank. That's quite huge, but if we really have this capacity, then of course, here we see the output capacity. It tells us a different thing. That's really strange. On top it says capacity 26,800, and then below it says output capacity 14,800. Are you kidding me? What's that? Are they really cheating? We see a lot of these power banks not really holding their promises. And actually the reason why I bought this was because it has micro USB input and it has lightning input, so you can charge it with your Apple charger. And we have a 2 amps output plug, and we have 1 amp output outlet. So I'm checking on that now. So I've plugged it in now. Here we have a powerful power bank with a 2 amps output, and I have it here connected with the micro USB plug, and it should actually charge with 2 amps, but as you can see it's only charging 0.57 amps, which is definitely super disappointing. And what's also disappointing, here we have the charging light. There are here 4 charging lights, and 4 means it's fully charged. When we see this, just the first one blinking, means it arrived fully discharged and we have to charge it from scratch. I have bought many power banks which were about at least 70 or 80 or even more percent pre-charged. This is pretty disappointing when we get a power bank which is fully discharged. Sometimes you really you need it urgently, and then you don't want to spend 24 hours to charge such a thing. So this is definitely not so good. And yeah, I'm trying now with the lightning cable. Maybe we can charge it a little bit faster. So when I plug it in, you can see the 4 lights. I'm trying this. I'm not really experienced with the lightning adapter. It has a little bit to push. You have to push a little bit harder. As you can see, it's showing these 4 lights, so you get an impression how it will look fully charged. And now we'll check on the charge, and we can see with the lightning cable it is charging a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do now is, maybe I have really a bad micro USB cable. Now I'm going to use the one which they delivered, and yeah, that should definitely be the maximum, I think, what we get from the micro USB cable. What's good with this cable, it is pretty short, so it prevents from a lot of loss if you're using a longer cable. Okay, it really looks that it makes a huge difference, so probably I should get rid of this really bad cable here, because we can see with this cable, micro USB cable, which was included in the package, we get up to 1.6 amps, which is pretty close actually to the 2 amps. And yeah, it's even hard to find something which really charges with 2 amps. So this is actually not too bad, and even faster than with the lightning cable which I have had. Maybe there's even a better lightning cable, and I'm not having probably the most expensive one. It's not a bad one, but there are probably more expensive ones and shorter ones. The shorter the better. As you can see here, this is super short and it's charging pretty fast. So here's the result of the capacity testing. As we know, everywhere we have this 26,800, even on the Amazon listing, here on the instructions, and what we had here on the site was saying only 14,800 milliamps output. That's already highly cheated. I mean, capacity 26,800 and then output capacity 14,800. What's that? I mean, that's cheating. It's like selling a car saying, yeah, it is running 200 miles per hour, and then it says, yeah, but on the road it's only able to run 50 miles per hour, or something like that. It's crazy. That's from my side already heavily cheated. So I have had I had it fully charged, and I had it on my power meter, and this is the result. So I turn it on. It doesn't last for very long. I hope you can see that, how much it is, and it's showing 11,028 milliamps. Only 11,028 milliamps, and that's crazy. I mean, at least I've been able to use 2 amps. That's good so far, but definitely only 11,000 milliamps for a 26,800 milliamp charger. That's definitely not enough for me. That's definitely it's not only close to cheating, that is cheating. Of course, there's always some slight improvement possible, but when we are at 11k milliamps at the moment, it won't go to 14,000 or even 26,000. That's impossible. Maybe we'll end up with about 12,000 or so. So that's not even 50% of the originally 26,000 claimed. So for me, this is definitely a scam, and somehow I was expecting that because of the weight, because it's really lightweight. Of course, they could use lithium, really good quality lithium ion batteries, but usually they don't do at this price, and it looked like really inflated. So yeah, when I compared it to other power banks, it looks like inflated, so a lot of air inside. So it looked like definitely inflated, a little bit suspicious. Also, yeah, already this listing here looked suspicious, and at the end it didn't disappoint or deceive me. So if I opened that, that would be probably at least 50% just air and nothing, and yeah, just cheap things inside. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work at all. When we plug it in here, we have the 2 amps here. That's supposed to be the 1 amp here. So we are in the 2 amp now. What's showing only 4.97 volts, some are showing 5 volts. I mean, I'm not complaining about that, it's close to 5 volts, no problem with that. But when we really start to use the power, so let's go on, yeah, a little bit, we reduce this a little bit to 1 amp to compare it to other power banks. We can see now it's consuming. Now we have to start it, of course, that's just the power from this unit. So we are starting it now here, yeah, okay, that's 1 amp, and we are increasing that, and as you can see, the voltage goes down pretty fast. So now we are at, let's go to 1.5, and we are already down to 4.9 volts. Let's go to 2 amps. I mean, the good thing is we can really pull 2 amps easily. You can see 2 amps, but the voltage goes down to 4.9. I mean, it's not crazy low, but still it shouldn't actually go down. Yeah, I would say if they specify 2 amps with 5 volts, they should really provide this 5 volts, as you can see. I mean, the good thing is we could even, I've been going a little bit higher, even short time. I don't want to do that for too long because it could definitely damage power bank when we go above the specified amps rating. I mean, the good thing is it's able to deliver constant 2 amps over hours, no problem with that. I've been testing that and it looks like it's really working. So yeah, definitely no problem with that. And it didn't even get really hot. I tested it during the long-term testing, and it, yeah, even after maybe half an hour or so with 2 amps, it didn't get really hot. So that's the good point here. What's also a little bit a problem with this power bank, because it has these outlets here a little bit high, and if you are using standard USB things, as you can see hopefully here, so they are up in the air. Usually with normal power banks, I would say most of them, I'm pretty much flat, pretty much leveled. So these things are pretty high. I mean, usually it's no problem as long as you're using just a cable, doesn't matter. But if you are using heavier stuff, so this is somehow out in the air and just held by the plug, and there's a lot of power on it and really not so good. So I'm checking also for some kind of quick charge capabilities. So let's go to that thing here and let's go to automatic detection, but I guess that there's nothing. I mean, it was not mentioned anything, so I think it's not going to happen here. So we try the automatic search for quick charge. and it does nothing. So obviously there is nothing built in here. I mean, this is also a really rare thing with power banks, but you never know. But yeah, I think now we are quite at the end of this review. I mean, the light really works with the double click, and that's easy to use. So first double click, there's a permanent light, and when we push again, so there's the SOS mentioned, but I don't see this SOS. It's just a blinking, which is really strange. I mean, it was, as far as I know, it was mentioned as an SOS, automatic programmed. Looks like this is not the case. I mean, we have the lights here, which is nice, but for $26, we could definitely expect something more like this one here, where we see a percentage here. Yeah, it's even a little bit hard to see. And here, I mean, the scam is already printed on the power bank. Apart from that, nothing really special. The material looks rather cheap. And yeah, it's definitely totally inflated price, inflated the whole housing, totally inflated, not needed. This can be built with the same power, same capacity. I mean, 11,000 can be built easily in half the size, and not less weight. I'm not complaining about the weight, but it's definitely too bulky for the capacity. And not only the housing is inflated, also the price is inflated. You could definitely buy 10,000 milliamps power bank for $20 or even a little bit lower, and that makes more sense than this one. I mean, the lightning adapter works, which is a good thing that we can charge it with lightning and micro USB, but I preferred actually lightning and USB-C instead of micro USB, because everything goes into USB-C at the moment. So I mean, yeah, is it a total scam? Yeah, it's it's a lot of scam inside. So I definitely do not recommend to buy this thing. But if you're not sure which listing I mean, I will put down the link to this listing on Amazon anyway down into the description down below. And that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.